Okay, I'm recording now. Hi, folks. My name is Gilbert McKenna. I'm an IELTS instructor and an educator. And this is going to be done with no edits. I can't. My software is broken, so I have to do this all in one live piece. And if I mess up really bad, I'll start over. But not much to mess up here because the candidate has written a good report for their task 1. And so it's a good way to show you a few things. I am surprised constantly by the quality of the reports that come into the IELTS tips and tricks group. And I'm not pleasantly surprised. I'm surprised to how poor they are sometimes, because people take them they don't take them seriously enough. They've been taught that, it's easy. Just look at the highest and lowest, or some other nonsense. And it doesn't get the respect and the consideration it deserves. My goal in life is to stress the importance is to be the Task 1 guru. Okay, so now I've looked at the process, and I want you to remember these 4 steps in the process of writing Task 1. Analyze. And very important that you understand what the graphs show. Select. Now you have to find the key features, the most important information. And it's not always the highest and the lowest. And it's not always easy to see either. But it's an important step, because once you've selected your main information, you can summarize and report it. Summarize means to say, to express the most important information about something in as few words as possible. So whenever you're writing words that you don't need, you're not summarizing. Okay, so, and those are sort of considered the requirements of the task as well. Now, what am I looking at? What does this represent? Okay, remember, you're not comparing graphs. You're comparing things in the real world that the graphs represent. What do I mean by that? You wouldn't say, this line is 20% longer than that line. Alright, so not paused anymore. I'm going to take myself out of this picture. Come here. Bye. Okay, I'm recording now. Hi, folks. Alright, so not paused anymore. I'm going to take myself out of this. Alright. Okay, what is happening? Alright, so what am I looking at here? Okay. In 2013, if you add Amazon and Google together, grammar structures can you use, such as the past perfect and the past continuous, past simple. Now, what would you say that would represent the overall trend, if there is one, for the entire graph? Well, that's easy enough. The number of apps has significantly increased for all of the providers over the period. Is there another trend you can see? Yes. Although both iOS and Google have increased dramatically, Google has grown more quickly and surpassed that of who gets their apps from Amazon. Can any of these categories be logically combined? Yes. What comparisons can I make? Well, you can add up some numbers real quick. So, for example, if you look at 2013, if you add Amazon and Google together, because they're offering similar apps, make it logical. Then now you're higher than Morris there. you can say that you don't want to you don't want to dwell on too many details, but look for details that will give you the ability to show off your language skills. All right, now comes the critical moment where we need to select the most important features. Now, don't just go for the highest and the lowest. Biggest change is probably more important than just which datum, if not, they're not. If they're not big, they're probably not important. All right. Can you express any language of proportion? Sure, 10 times, half, double, do that. How can you organize your paragraphs to mirror your overview? So your overview should be 2 sentences. First sentence talks about what you're going to cover in the third paragraph. Second sentence talks about what you're going to finish with. Okay? All right, so in the essay, or in the report, as you know, first sentence, paragraph 1, just 1 sentence long, say, paraphrase the question. All right. Then your overview. Here's a sample overview, or a model overview, I guess you'd say. Overall, it can be clearly seen that sales increased many-fold over the span for all 3 app providers. While iPhone apps were the most commonly downloaded early on, paid downloads from non-iOS providers caught up and moved ahead in the later years. Now, there's some things in here, like iPhone. Does it say iPhone anywhere on the graph? No, it does not. And you should never include, I shouldn't say never, you shouldn't include information that's not on the graph. But Apple and iOS is common knowledge. So the trend you noticed is that those surpassed the sale from iOS in the later years. Note, there's no figures, no numbers, no years, nothing like that in the overview. Where does it say Apple? Anyway, no, I know. I just went over that. Okay. If you look over on... Wait, I have to push a button? Yeah, there it is. Okay, this is the screenshot from wordcounter.net, which tells us you wrote 207 words. Ooh, too much. And you used the word the word store 11 times in a week, right? Yeah. No, for you it's just on this paper. That's not good. But overall, the overview was appropriately selected, which means it'll give you a 6. Well, I mean, we haven't gotten through the whole essay yet, but there we are. Okay, overall, the number of sold in the 3 stores increased over the period. Well, yeah, it did more than just increased. It increased dramatically, with a maximum rise in 2014. I'm seeing this word maximum being used a lot, and it's being misused a lot, okay? It's not the maximum. Maximum means the most it could possibly be, ever. And it's, it's not a maximum rise. You need to compare it with it. It's the greatest rise. You can say that. Okay, now your attempt at a complex sentence here is admirable. As I said at the start, you know what you're doing, but don't be a slave to your template. Okay, you don't always need a while in every. While the iOS App Store was the highest selling store. No, it doesn't say that. Okay, the other stores could sell chips and snacks and stuff. Now it's just the most selling downloads in all the years, in all years, in every year. Oh, with the exception of 2014. Well, that's a big exception. I mean, it's 1/5 of the graph. Don't highlight that they're the greatest when they're not for the entire period. The more important trend is Google surpassing them. Then now here's your second half of the while. Amazon App Store was the least selling store, same reason you don't want store there, over the period. Okay, why is that a key feature? All right, body paragraph 1. No, I can't do that. Oh no, go back. Go back. Boom. I'll just let you read it here. iOS App Store, Google Play, sales of app. Like app is a abstract noun or something. Would you like some app? Oh, there's my cat at the door. Let him in. Nothing. No, cat's on the bed. Okay. As someone else pointed out, this use of commas here is really, really bad. I mean, it's 170,000. Okay. Starting at around 170,000 apps. Sure. Yeah, don't put that comma there. Okay, the most, just telling us starting points. As for Google Play, which skyrocketed in 2014, you can't skyrocket over a 4-year period. Well, I suppose you can. I did in the overview. Okay, becoming the highest selling store. Highest selling store. Likewise. Okay, but it's not likewise. It's contrary. It did go up, but it didn't go up as fast. Okay, I'm recording now. Hi, folks. My name is Gilbert McKenna. I'm an IELTS instructor. Now, your attempt at a complex sentence here is admirable. Like app is an abstract noun or something. Would you like some app? Oh, there's my cat at the door. Let him in. No, cat's on the bed. Okay. As someone else pointed out, this starting at around 107 4-year period. Well, I suppose you can. I did in the overview. Okay. Climbing to nearly the same as Google Play. Now that implies that it didn't get to it. Climbing to nearly the same. No, it got to the same and surpassed it. It's not nearly the same. That's going the wrong direction in 2013 and ended up at 1,200,000 in the final year. Okay. Now, how I would handle this instead of all those 1s and 2s and 0s and stuff. Can I type here? I don't think I can. No, I can't. Virtual whiteboard. Oh, it's not Zoom. 1.2 million. That's what this is. This is 0.17 million. 0.025 million? No. I'm really tired. Alright, so, however, Amazon App Store. Being the Amazon App Store, being the least selling store. Ooh, that's a poor use of vocabulary. Least selling store. No. Started with nearly no sales. No, it doesn't say that. Nearly no. I mean, what number could that be? It could be 10. Is 10 nearly none? After that, after what? Consistently. No, it didn't. It tripled, okay, and then it went up 5-fold. Pew! Shot up here. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, that one. Then it went up by 3-fold. Then it went up. It doubled again. It doubled again, and it doubled again. Every year it doubles. I guess that's consistent. Okay, growing to roughly. Oh, that's not bad. Which was 2 times as many sales. It's called twice. Which was 2 times as. Well, what is twice of 150,000? 300,000. So it's not twice. No, it's not. That's incorrect statement. So that's inaccurate. It's gonna hurt you. All right. So least selling store. Okay. The least selling store. Okay, so here, as the least selling store, or being the least selling store, they started with nearly no sales. Did they, like, that's our motto? We are the least selling store. Overall, your report is good. You're on the road to a 7, but it could be better. Always, right? So, let's bring myself back here real quick. Wait, I am back. I just don't see myself there. Huh, I was here the whole time, smoking. And stop.